My name is Mike Popper. I've been with North Collier Fire for 7 years now. I'm recently, in the past year and a half, transferred over to logistics. I'm one of our logistics lieutenants. Before that, I was a firefighter on the truck. I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts, then moved to Rhode Island. I moved down here to Florida when I was 19. I got into the fire service. I went to EMT school. I was lucky enough to get a spot in the next fire academy right after I graduated EMT school. And from there, I went and volunteered in Immokalee for a couple of years before I was lucky enough to become a member of the North Collier Fire. Being a firefighter on the truck for 5 years before I transitioned to logistics gives me a lot of experience and knowledge on what is needed on the truck. Coming to logistics, I'm now able to give another opinion, and we are able to make sure that we're able to get whatever is needed for the guys on the truck. Being in logistics, we are able to take care of all the gear that you see around you. What we're really working on is for cancer presumption. We make sure that we want to have everybody in a second set of gear if there's a fire. That way we can switch them out into fresh gear, and then we have washers and dryers that we use as extractors to take out carcinogens. We also take care of all of our medical supplies, making sure that our trucks have the appropriate gear. A big part of logistics is we take pride in everything we do in this department. Coming from the truck already, we want to make sure that we have the appropriate equipment for all the men and women that are firefighters here. Logistics is really all-encompassing. We, like I said, do gear as well as we work with our fleet division to work on our apparatus, what is needed on apparatus for new apparatus, as well as existing trucks right now. When it comes to our medical gear, we are involved with our EMS training division to make sure that we have the appropriate gear, and we're always looking for new and better things in the fire service. So with our vendors, we're using them, trying to find the next latest and greatest advance in the service. That way we can implement it onto the trucks. We go as far as ordering all of our supplies for all of our stations as well, where there are weekly deliveries out to them. We keep track of everything, expiration dates on all of our gear, making sure that everybody's gear is meeting the standards and is in service at all times. I've been diving for over 20 years, and I've been a member of our dive team now for 5 years. Being on our dive team, we do monthly trainings. We're able to assist with search and rescue, with recovery. So whatever the situation calls for, we are able to respond. Our dive team is well trained. We are able to assist with recovery of vehicles in canals. All of our trucks have dive equipment on them for quick responses, so that our divers on the trucks are able to get in the water right away and mitigate the situations. Besides working at North Collier, I also work at Meals of Hope, which is a local nonprofit food agency. During Hurricane Irma, Meals of Hope and North Collier worked very closely together. My family owns Meals of Hope, and we were fortunate enough to get food donations for all of our shelters, not just for the firefighters, but all the shelters that we worked alongside. The importance of a home-cooked meal, even at a struggling time like the hurricane, was great. We worked with different agencies. People were able to help cook some of our food for us, especially when we had no power. It was great to have everybody be a part and have our firefighter family dinners, but for a huge family that night. Grandma actually is the one who started the whole thing. She had asked my dad if he could help her send food overseas to Haiti. From there, he looked at the food, he looked into it, and he was able to send the food, and then decided that he was going to try to do a food packing event for our local community. From there, he reached out to different agencies, and the outpouring from the community was a tremendous response. From there, that's part of the reason that I moved down here as well, to help out with family business while I was going through EMT school and then fire school. And then since I've become a firefighter, to continue helping out the family as well. We've packed millions and millions of meals for local communities as well as overseas. The fire department has actually come, and we have done food packing events with the department as well, where the community gets to see us not just running calls and helping, but providing a service to the community as well and giving back as much as the community gives to us. I'm working on my bachelor's degree right now, finishing that up. I look forward to continuing my path and advancing my career in the fire service with North Collier and continuing to help our brothers and sisters on the trucks.